subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. Hi everyone, my name is Anita Sharma and I welcome you all at Inkpothub Media once again. Teachers Day. This day brings so many fond memories from our school, and every year we celebrated it like amazingly. And we dedicated this day to our teachers. When I joined IIM Indore in 2011 as a PhD student, I wanted to be like all these professors who taught me, mentored me, and it was really an amazing thing to learn from them. And one of the professors from IIM Indore who guided me, supported me, mentored me at each and every stage was Professor P.K. Singh. I'm so fortunate to have him on Inkpothub Media, wherein he is going to share his teaching and his approaches towards life. And I welcome you, sir. Thank you so much for accepting my request.
Thank you, Dr. Anita. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be with you.
Likewise, sir. So you are right now working as director of IIM Trichy, and you have served as director MDI Gurgaon, director in charge of IIM Indore, and in the mentoring role of IIM Sambalpur. So you are a trainer, a consultant, a writer, and a poet. If I take you through your childhood days and your college days, because we are celebrating Teachers Day, I want to know who are all those people who guided you, supported you, and played a very significant role in becoming you who you are today.
That's fine, Dr. Anita. It is very interesting memory lane you are inviting me to. Basically, in school days, the mother is the first teacher and the father is the second teacher. And then if there is any elder brother or sister, he or she becomes the third teacher. But because I am the eldest in my siblings, among my siblings, so I had two teachers in my home, rather three teachers. One mother, second is father, and third grandfather, baap ka baap. So pitama. That is very wonderful relationship between grandfather and grandchild. What I'm saying that these three teachers, they took me to right direction right from the beginning, and especially my father used to keep me ahead of the classroom teaching through his guidance. That's why attending classes used to be a festival for me. I studied in Hindi medium. Hindi medium means instruction medium was Hindi in school days. Of course, in college days, English medium. And formally, we were taught A, B, C, D from class 5 onward. But by the time I was in class 5, I was fairly good in writing English and fairly good in speaking English because of my father. So my teachers in my home. Then I would say, Dr. Anita ji, those days, even maybe these days, school teachers used to be simply par excellence. So in school days, by looking at those teachers, perhaps subconsciously a seed was sown perhaps in my mind that if it is possible, I would like to become like them, though I could never become like them. But then somewhere some seed was sown, and subconsciously I decided to become a teacher, because George Bernard Shaw had said that if you get a job which you like, you need not to work at all. So I'm not working. For last 33 years I am in academics. Before that I was in Bank of India, but since I have joined teaching, I'm not working.
Okay, so
I'm just enjoying whatever I'm doing. I'm enjoying. So where is the work?
I think
so. Yes, please.
So life has taught you to enjoy your life. I think that's the beauty of the way we live today. And I also read very interesting quotation on your profile, which is shared on IIM Trichy's website. We are always preparing to live, but never lived. So I really love that idea, the way you are having your life. Which teacher would you like to dedicate this year's Teachers' Day?
Well, Dr. Anita ji, teachers used to teach so well, and they used to be so affectionate, but also a tough taskmaster. And we used to love our teachers. So still I remember my school days teachers' names, at least 10 names I can remember. And as I said, 50% were simply par excellence, and 40% about good or very good, and one maybe average, because it is kind of distribution system. So you see, I'll just give you a name of one teacher, Sri C.P. Singh. Now, for whole period during my school, I was utterly confused that whether he is a better teacher in mathematics or a better teacher of English or a better teacher of Sanskrit. I'm not talking about class 4, 5, 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. We had 11 years matriculation. And in 10th and 11th, the courses were really tough because we did not have one paper of science. We had physics and chemistry separate. Mathematics, advanced mathematics. English 1, English 2. Hindi 1, Hindi 2. Tough syllabus was there. And this teacher, Mr. C.P. Singh ji, used to teach at 11th standard level syllabi mathematics, Sanskrit and English with equal dexterity. Very difficult to find such teachers nowadays. And I would like to say about other teacher, Shri Tara Chand Jain. Whatever flair I got in Hindi and Sanskrit, this is, I will say, a gift from my teacher, Shri Tara Chand Jain ji. I know his whereabouts. He's living in Chhattisgarh in Bilaspur. He is about 86 years old. He was elder to my father also. My father was about 3 years younger to him. So, language teacher, fantastic teacher. Other teacher, he was Shri Jyotindra Mishra. He is no more. Jyotindra Mishra ji used to teach physics with a style. Physics. And he used to combine physics, trigonometry, mathematics, everything so well. Very nicely he used to teach us. Then we had in chemistry, Shri Trivedi sir. We had in geography, Shri P.N. Misra sir. We had in civics, Madam Theodore. In early school days, we had Hindi teacher, Madam Talwar, Mahato sir, and Datta sir in English. Oh, his speaking style was very, very stylist. And one was Sri S.D.K. Verma sir, that again in English. So either you say physics or chemistry or English or Hindi or geography or social science, in every branch of knowledge, we had been lucky to get good teachers. My school was Railway High School, Chakradharpur. One person asked me one time that what was the ranking of that school. I said those days schools were not ranked, and even had been ranked, my school would not have got any ranking because it is a humble school, government school, railway school. But certainly I can say my school teachers were world class, simply world class. These are the memories of school days.
Okay. Generally, what happens is when PhD students are doing their research during those 4-5 years, they are usually not getting any chance to teach. But the moment they join any academic institutions, it's like they are expected to teach, and become a good faculty immediately because feedback and other aspects are related. So I want to know, like, how an individual can have a transition from a researcher to a teacher and then have this mix of both to become a researcher as well as a teacher. I really need to know for young faculties who want to have a transition from a researcher to a teacher in initial first few years of their academic career. So how to do that?
Now it is a very not very simple question, but yes, you see, researcher means he or she is engaged in creation of knowledge. And like you are one researcher, there are thousands of researchers, and there have been researchers, there have been researchers. So you are one researcher, please help contributing to knowledge. But do also assimilation of knowledge, because many persons have done research. There has to be joy of assimilation. And one thing I say, unless you have joy of dissemination, that what I know, I want others also to come to that level. That is called joy of dissemination. if that joy of dissemination by any chance missing in you, then better you join purely research organization. Because anything is pain if you do not enjoy it.
True.
If you do not enjoy research, only teaching, your teaching will be just depending on other sources. But if you also explore something, because exploration has its own joy. Jin khoja tin paiyan gehre pani pat, main bawari budan dari, rahi kinare bat. Kabir said, that's why one must do research. Even if someone is a school teacher, should try to explore something and should see others' research, assimilate. And then in that assimilation, the elucidation of knowledge takes place. When you go deeper into a subject, research gets ripened. But when you take stock of things and you do elucidation, the teaching gets ripened. And then you have to find a way that how I will pitch my topic today, what I should explain, and preparation should be so much that you should feel thrilled to go to the class, and you should ask a question to yourself, or should become sad, why my class is day after tomorrow? Why not tomorrow, or why not just now? That is thrill of going to the class. So, my dear, especially younger researchers going to join full-fledged academic career, which will require teaching, training, research, consulting, and academic administration, please, one litmus test I am giving you. If you are dancing while going to the class, towards the class, dancing not typically like Michael Jackson, but if you feel thrilled going to the class, it means it is a litmus test that on that day you have prepared well to be a teacher.
True.
And you see, as a teacher, many times I have felt after end of the class that today I could have done better. This answer also comes. It means you should still bounce back. It's just like a cricket batsman, established batsman on a particular day, a new test match may get out on 0. So what if you are celebrated batsman? Though it does not happen so much in teaching that you are a celebrated teacher and a particular class will be totally flop. It is not like that. But a good teacher will never compromise with himself or herself being average on a particular section. So that's why it is a litmus test. Prepare well. And after preparing well, that churning, the cream comes out, isn't it? And yes, when you speak like overflowing, let us say, when something is overflowing, then you enjoy. If you are anyhow crushing and trying to squeeze something, if you have gone to a class of 75 minutes duration with 75 minutes of stock, then you will be exposed. But if you go to the class, 75 minutes class with a stock where you can speak for 75 multiplied by 4 minutes, you can speak for 300 minutes, then going to 75 minutes class has a different, it is a different ball game and different way of enjoyment of enjoying this academics.
Absolutely right. So coming to IIM Trichy, you are director of IIM Trichy. I want to know from you, is there any course in the FPM program or the PhD program wherein a student can learn the art of teaching?
Well, there are certain interactions available here, but I would like to say maybe across IIM or all the institutions which have gone for course-based PhD, means let us say 18 months or 24 months, first grounding is prepared and then topic is chosen and then you do research. I would like to suggest a few things that you see either FPM program or doctoral program now it is said, stipend is given, isn't it?
Yeah.
There has to be certain compulsory arrangement that students must help to certain hours. And teachers also should see that teachers should not get them engaged in their work of own interest, but they should see the students' interest is given prime importance. But few certain limited number of hours, they must support the faculty in academics. And there has to be a mechanism where they should come and sit in the class. In that way, they should also evaluate. In IIM Indore also, sometimes some students used to come to request to come to me with a request that I would like to attend your certain elective because that is part of my course work. Then I said him that my course is indirectly connected to your area of research. So you can go to somebody else's class. Why? And they said, no, I have a purpose with your course, and I would like to see a connect between my area of research and what you teach. So most welcome. So they used to come. So there has to be a certain mechanism where they cooperate, they rub shoulder time to time, because PhD student has to basically go for exploring their own area of research, data collection, analysis, etc. But in this domain also, I think 15% time at least, institutions should create mechanism so that they become good teacher at least, if not par excellence, by design and not by accident. I think the school has a different ball game, because at least the school teachers, school students, they are getting a teacher who have been trained through B.Ed or M.Ed. But in colleges like IIM or IIT or universities, if you get a good teacher, it should not be by accident that students are getting good teacher by accident. It should be by design.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So I remember one of the courses I had undergone during IIM Indore days in the second year of coursework. So it helped us, to at least understand some aspects about how to prepare your classes and then related to Bloom's taxonomy. So that's something which we have learned during our FPM days. So I'm sure it is across all the IIMs, and we all at least learn some aspects of teaching in the coursework. First of all, accept my congratulations on your new book, which is titled as Management Sutras from Sanskrit Scriptures. Tell me more about this book. What is this book all about, and who should read it? Is it for practitioners or students?
Okay. At one point of time, I felt that fine, my research and teaching are okay, but this something is missing in my own scheme of things for dissemination of knowledge. And students, perhaps they deserve more than simply getting informed based on certain empirical evidences that let us say attitudes influences behavior. Sometimes it does not influence. For example, if I tell you, and there is a research finding that non-concretized attitudes, they influence behavior in a diluted way, but concretized and well-defined attitudes, they basically influence behavior in more significant way. Fine, it is a knowledge. Based on that, you can create some more hypotheses, you can do yourself research, or you become teacher, you will repeat these things. But has it brought any change in your life? Fine, attitudes influence behavior. But question is, what is my attitude? How I can challenge myself? How I can be, let us say, my own teacher? How my behavior, without trying me to impress, without me trying impressing someone, actually becomes behavior which is not only acceptable, but as if the receiver feels that this is the way human being should behave. Means without trying to exhibit something, if you are naturally flowing like that, that was not happening through certain courses like training and development and organizational behavior. So my deep interest, which was seed was sown by my grandfather at the age of 15, I started exploring and just started with some 1 or 2 sessions in MDPs, spirituality in management, or managerial effectiveness through Mahabharata or Bhagavad Gita or Ramayana or Ramcharitmanas or Manusmriti or Purana. And I used to take stocks from these scriptures, and then I used to destroy, or let us say waste my notes. Okay. One day I realized in the last 2 years I have used many golden sutras, but where are they? I have lost those papers. Then I thought I will keep collecting. So what naturally came? Then I realized that no, I should do some serious work. Not only for the preparation of class I should read, but I should read thoroughly. Then I devoted almost, let us say, 3 years, apart from my normal teaching and research in management, OB and HR and training and development and IR, I started giving extra time, on average 2.5 to 3 hours per day for almost 3.5 years or 4 years. It was just like a BTech course of 4 years. And thousands and thousands pages, my eyes were passing through those lines. I do not claim I know scriptures. I only humbly say that my eyes have passed through thousands and thousands of pages of those scriptures, like 193 Upanishads, 4 Vedas, 18 Puranas, 20 Smritis, 11 books of Adi Shankaracharya, 2 great story books, the entire Mahabharata. Entire Mahabharata, if you read with original verses, per day 2 hours, it will take whole 1 year to only read Mahabharata. Not understand, only read. That 1,300,000 shlokas are there. Those 3.5 and 4 hours, 3.5 or 4 years per day on average 2 to 2.5 hours, stealing time from my other activities, and that gave me base. Then I thought it can be compiled. So my book is basically at this stage is compilation of around 2,100 sutras from these scriptures, which of some of them I also quoted the names. And these sutras are basically what I've done. I have taken out the butter or the cream, and I have not given to the, let us say, audience. I have taken the buttermilk and I am giving to the audience in this book, because this book is for becoming effective as a manager. And but sometimes I say that I am using the Kohinoor as paperweight, because scriptures are not just to simply become effective like manager, and more important questions like who am I, Brahmanubhava, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvam Asi, Tvam Tadasi, Ajnanam Brahma. These all Brahma Vakya I have weeded out. Cream I have taken out, buttermilk I have given in these. But one thing I would say, my humble effort actually is a small contribution. I have not seen any other book which at one place has compiled around 210 topics, around 2,100 sutras from more than 40 scriptures. And when I say 40, I count as one. When I say 100, all 193 Upanishads counted as one. At one place, these are not available. At this time, it is compilation, but I'm still working on that. So that book is available in the market on Amazon also, Management Sutras from Sanskrit Scriptures. My next step would be to create some framework and model on various topics. There are about 210 topics there. So mostly think about a topic on management, and there are insights available in scriptures.
So I've gifted this book to my father because during Corona times, in early lockdown period, we all as a family collectively watched Mahabharata, Ramayana, Chanakya, Upanishads available on internet. So we all did together as a family, and now we all understand now in a better way, because we have seen those with a very focused approach. And then when I gifted your book to my father, he felt that it is written in such a beautiful way that we can, take all those aspects from your book and then relate with management. And then I started taking content from your book and started teaching to my own students when I teach entrepreneurship. Now I am able to relate it with entrepreneurship because it's all about that aspect as well. So what are your plans? What are your future plans? Do you want to continue, or do you want to write something differently apart from scriptures, or what exactly you are looking forward to now?
See, scriptures are just a jumping board for me. Basically, I work in the field of management and human management. That's why either managing self or managing relationship or team building or leadership or conflict management or managing yourself means through managing your emotions, all these things. So whatever support material I can use, I'll bring to understand all these things deeper. And apart from some empirical researches, these are now becoming my way of life. And there's still many things to be explored, many things to be done. For example, you see, my Sanskrit Scriptures, Management Sutras from Sanskrit Scriptures. This is a humble contribution that, with a purpose that to the English knowing audience of the world, they should know what are hidden in our scriptures. That is one. Recently, I have done another work, that is Hindi poetic translation of Tirukkural by Tiruvalluvar. It was just by chance, by incidents, that I joined IIM Trichy, and after 12 days, my book, which is called Fifth Veda in Tamil, its Hindi poetic translation was available. So a friend asked me humorously that, were you preparing to come to Tamil Nadu? I said, no, I was not preparing, just by chance, because 7 years back, we started this work. With my father, I started this work. Okay. And then there were a lot of hiccups. Progress was not there continuously. So last 5% work was over, and then I gave 10 hours per day for 30 days continuously. I got some time, 1 month's time I got like that, 10 hours per day for 30 days, and book was complete. And then I gave to publisher. Then after some time I joined IIM Trichy, and after exactly after 11 or 12 days of my joining, that book was there. So this book is humble effort to help persons who are knowing Hindi, but to know the treasure hidden in Tamil literature, especially one of the best book in Tamil is Tirukkural. So that has come out. Okay. Long back, I had also done a compilation that Jeevan Prabandhan ki Shairi. It means those who love Urdu couplets, let them know about management, that how these deep rooted Shairi, because Shairi is not just a cheap exchange of, let us say, harsivang or humor. It is, of course, deep humor, and nothing is more serious than humor, because it is not very easy to become humorous also. Some teachers who give so much value addition in the class, but they are so light and full of humor that you will not feel during common interaction that this person can be very profound. So I have tried that those who have interest in Urdu couplet should maybe able to use this for deeper insight for management. Those who do not know Tamil can get idea of, let us say, deep-rooted managerial implication in Tamil literature. Those who know Hindi, for them I have helped. And for the whole world who knows English, I have tried to bring this Sanskrit scriptures and hidden sutras from there. So I think in 3 ways I have tried to integrate the society also, society of the world.
True, absolutely true. So, sir, because this is all about Teachers' Day, I would like you to tell any poetry, poem, or say any couplet which relates with Guru Shishya Parampara.
There are many couplets or many Sanskrit scriptures, even in the compilation of Management Sutras from Sanskrit Scripture. And there are 4 or 5 pages devoted to only Guru-disciple relationship and who is Guru. I would like to say that it is not a couplet, but it is a very simple, common sentence in Hindi. Guru ko nahi shishya par taan. This is just a poetry I had read, 2 lines. Guru ko nahi shishya par taan. Kaun jagaye chhatra pran? I would like to say that purpose of teacher when he or she goes to class is not to simply cover the syllabus. Those days are gone. When I was a student of graduation during 1971-82, good books were available only in some chosen book bank or library or with professor. But nowadays, when you go to a class, today when you go to class, whatever you are teaching, if everything is available in the elsewhere, you should be honest saying that whatever I am teaching, they are written there, here, there, and here. Within 3 minutes, you should complete your class, should come out if you are your honest teacher. But then, a live teacher when goes to interact, of course, he or she has based his knowledge on the secondary material available. But every teacher has to search a cause for becoming eligible to be a classroom teacher in modern context. 30 years back, a teacher was not supposed to ask a question, what is my eligibility to go to the class? But today, even if you have 2 decades of experience, you are a Ph.D., you are celebrated author and speaker and teacher, everything. But still, every day before going to class, you should know, you should ask a question, how I make myself eligible to be teacher on this date. Because if whatever you are saying exactly is available somewhere, please don't take 75 minutes, tell in 3 minutes. So try to help students to see what is not clearly written in the book. You read between the lines and help students to listen between the lines. So between the lines, when you do that connection, then students feel, oh my God, this physics is a poetry, chemistry is a poetry, even accounting may be a poetry. You see, that's why teacher's job is to bring that subject, whether it's basic nature, because neither any subject is difficult or easy. No subject is difficult, none is easy. No subject is juicy, no subject is dry. No course is like that. It is our misnomer, it is our innocence saying that this subject is dry, this subject is interesting. No, not like that. When you go a little deeper into any subject, it becomes juicy. But I would like to say to research students, to doctoral students, please teach serious things in non-serious way. Because there are 4 types of teachers, type 1, 2, 3, 4. Type 1 teacher who teach difficult subject in difficult way. Type 2 who teach easy subject in easy way. Type 3 who teach difficult subject in easy way. And type 4 who teach easy subject in difficult way. Never become 4th type of teacher, but always become 3rd type of teacher. Teach difficult things in very easy way, as if the students feel like traveling through a very natural and beautiful orchard. That is the way of teaching.
I would like to thank you, sir, for your time and the insights which you have given, because a lot of times we are actually confused about how to become a good teacher, and because you are an amazingly awesome, excellent teacher, and we have witnessed you during our coursework in IIM Indore, I can say this particular video which you have given is going to be very helpful for the people who are just transitioning from their PhD program to a teacher or a faculty or an instructor in any of the IIMs or IITs or any university in India or abroad. Thank you so much, sir. And happy Teachers Day.
Thank you very much. Happy Teachers Day to all. Thank you.
It's great to see you all here. Thank you for watching our work. If you have not subscribed to Inkpothub Media, then please hit the bell icon and subscribe to our channel and support research celebrations in India.